got a festival near Mexico City to celebrate amaranth, a small seed used in all sorts of things, including cakes and biscuits. These tiny little seeds called amaranth are so packed full of protein that the Aztecs used to offer them up to the gods as sacrifice. But they taste so good that instead of being sacrificed, they're celebrated instead in this amazing amaranth festival. Welcome to Mexican food made simple. My name is Thomasina Myers. I'm a chef and I run 4 Mexican restaurants in London. On my travels around Mexico, I'll be learning from some incredible cooks and finding out their secrets. But they do this for an hour, it's amazing. Back in my kitchen, I'm going to show you my simple twists on Mexican cuisine and take you step by step through some stunning dishes you can cook at home. Later, I'll be dishing up a wonderful warm corn salad with a touch of spice. Perfect finger food? Spicy chicken tacos. And 3 delicious things to do with chocolate. Chocolate and chili truffles, how to make hot chocolate the old-fashioned way, and Mexico's hottest mixologist turns chocolate into some sublime cocktails. But first, I'm in Oaxaca, a city where you can find corn snacks on every street corner. Corn on the cob is an uber street food. It's covered in chili and lime and cheese and mayonnaise, and it's absolutely delicious. But I like to shave it off the kernel and cook it into a warm corn salad. Here's how. In Mexico, they eat corn every which way. You can find it on the streets, in cantinas, but I love it in this simple, warm salad. It's great on a hot, sunny day with grilled meats or chicken, but I particularly like it just like this, served simply with a piece of flatbread. It'll really wow your friends. Now, I've got some corn here that I just bought from the market, and rather than grill it on the cob, I've scraped it off the kernel. I've got my pan really hot, which is just the way I want it, because once that onion and corn hits the pan, I want it to really sizzle and caramelise. I've got some extra virgin olive oil. And you can be quite generous with this, because it'll add lots of flavour. And a bit of butter for taste. Chopped onion, chuck it in. Chuck in my sweet corn. And already you can see that lovely colour. Into the sweet corn onion, I'm going to add my chopped chilli, just 1 green chilli. And of course, you can make this as spicy as you like. I love it with the sweetness of the corn to have a bit of a kick in it. And I'm going to also add in a chopped clove of garlic. I've got the corn, the onion, the chilli and the garlic, all on a high heat. And I'm going to cook them for about 5 minutes. And to add a real touch of magic to the dish, I'm going to add some ground allspice, which gives it a real warmy earthiness. I'm going to leave the corn to cook until it starts to caramelise, whilst I crack on with the herbs. Fresh mint and coriander are a winning combination with this dish, and the bright green looks great against the yellow of the corn. I'm going to put the herbs in the dish. I'm just going to leave a little bit behind so I can sprinkle it on at the end. And in they go, and look at those herbs, they just look magic. I'm going to add the juice of a lime, and the lime juice is going to bring up all those flavours. Just squeeze it in. Oh, it smells so good. And we're ready to plate it up. Tell you how good this smells. Top it off with a dollop of sour cream, more mint and coriander, a pinch of chili powder, and finally a few shavings of pecorino cheese. And that is my warm sweet corn salad with a touch of spice. Mexico City has been described as a giant picnic. It's awash with all sorts of street food. But one type tops the league. Tacos are what Mexican street food is famous for. But you don't just find tacos on the street. We've come to El Bajío, a famous cantina where I love their tacos. They are absolutely delicious. And look, here they are. These aren't those hard-shell tacos you find in the supermarkets. This is maize ground into a dough, and then off it comes with the machine. A wonderful, soft dough. And look, you can see it here, cooking on the comal. Lovely, soft tacos. And these are absolutely delicious. I cannot tell you how good they are. Look, I'm just going to pick one straight off. Look at those little toasted bits. This is an amazing superfood, full of vitamins and minerals. I'm just going to roll a bit up. Fresh corn, straight off the comal. That is absolutely delicious. Great tacos need a great filling. So I've asked the owner of this restaurant, Carmen Tatita, to show me one of her recipes. What are we going to do with them? Because I love tacos, and I know you can make a really good taco.
Well, tacos in Mexico is many kinds of tacos. Now I teach you the tacos de pollo.
Chicken tacos we're going to make.
I show you.
What do we do now?
Now we put chicken.
Okay,
here.
so this is just poached chicken that we've shredded.
Yes.
Absolutely brilliant for leftovers. So you just get your soft corn tacos and you're rolling it up. And these are like toothpicks.
Palillo.
A toothpick in there. And that looks pretty simple to me.
Okay, make them one taco. I supervise.
Okay, all right. So just
two tacos, very
tight.
Yes.
Tight. Okay,
Tight.
so we're going to put the chicken in like this.
Very good.
Okay, so we've got the tacos. What are we going to do with them now?
We got to fry.
So we're going straight into the hot oil.
Yes.
And we just fry them until they're crispy.
Yes, crispy. I prefer crispy.
Okay, so they're crispy and golden.
Yes, and golden.
So we're ready to take out. That's really easy and quick. So we're going to put some lettuce to make it look pretty.
And you put the two tacos on top.
Little two tacos. There we are.
Right.
Okay.
And you put avocado.
Avocado. The cotija, this Parmesan-like cheese. This is so simple. Anyone could make this at home. Okay, these look delicious.
Yes. And by hand.
So you get that really lovely fresh taco, but crispy, and the wonderful poached chicken inside, and the creamy avocado, and just the little saltiness of that cheese, that cotija, which is just like Parmesan, really brings it all alive. That's Carmen's delicious chicken dish. Next, I'll be showing you my recipe for quick and easy chicken tinga and mixing chocolate cocktails with Mexico City's cocktail queen. Welcome back. I'm Chef Thomasina Myers and I'm travelling around Mexico to find out more about the food. Later, I'll be showing you my wickedly tempting chocolate and chili truffles. But first, here's my recipe for chicken tinga. Now, tinga is one of my absolute favourites, and you find it all over Mexico. It's a smoky, lightly spiced tomato sauce that they serve with meat. I love it with chicken, and it's a great way to use up leftovers. In this pan, I've got a sliced onion, some garlic, salt and pepper, and I'm just cooking them down in olive oil until they're really soft and releasing all those sugars. And for a little bit of extra sweetness, I'm just going to add in a sprinkle of brown sugar. So that's my sweetness. Now I want to add my spice. So here I've got two of Mexico's favourite spices, allspice, a good pinch, and cinnamon, which gives it a lovely roundness. Stir that into the onions. Now I'm going to throw in my tomatoes, 2 tins. And bay leaves, fresh if you can get them. I've got my spices in here, I've got my sweet. Now I need to add a bit of fire and smoke. A good heaped teaspoon of chipotles. Chipotles are smoked dried jalapenos. You can buy these in your local supermarket. But if you haven't got any, I would just use some smoked paprika and maybe a bit of extra chilli for that heat. I'm going to let this sauce cook down for about 20 minutes so I can let all those ingredients simmer together to produce a rich, mellow flavour. Now in Mexico, they poach chicken and shred it and then cook it a little bit in the sauce. But this is cooked already, so I'm just going to heat it through, which will take a few minutes, and then we'll be ready to eat. I'm using some tortillas I made earlier, but you can use this sauce on anything. And put them on a plate. And just a nice dollop in each taco. You can be generous. And this is smelling like Mexico to me. Now, I like to serve these with some creamy avocado, a touch of diced red onion, a squeeze of lime, and a little sprinkling of fresh leaf coriander. And there you have it, my version of chicken tinga tacos. I've come to the little town of Teotitlán de la Valle in the rolling hills of Oaxaca's Central Valley to meet a girl called Juanita Martinez, who's going to show me how to make Mexican hot chocolate the traditional way. Right, what do we do first?
I need to toast the cacao.
We're toasting the cacao, and these are real cacao beans. So, Juanita, how long do we toast these cacao beans for?
Like 10 minutes.
For 10 minutes. And tell me about this amazing thing you've got in your hand. What's it made from?
It's a palm.
It's palm?
Yeah.
So normally what time of day do you drink hot chocolate?
In the morning.
In the morning, yeah. Only in the mornings, because this is the thing. We make hot chocolate with a lot of milk and very small amount of chocolate. But here, the hot chocolate is so full of cacao, it's so strong that it really wakes you up. It's like drinking an espresso. Yeah. Okay, so now we're taking them off the stove so that we don't burn them. That smell. Oh, it's amazing, the smell. Oh, it's delicious. You can get high on that.
Now we're going to peel them.
Peel them. Now we're going to peel them. No, I can help. I can help. What do they taste like?
It's very good.
Is it good?
Yeah.
Oh, let's have a go then. That's amazing. Wow. So what do you do next?
The grind them? Let's grind.
The grind them. Okay, the hard work. Yeah. This is when we get the power muscles. So we've got a hot metate, and the chocolate's actually starting to melt. Yeah. So we have a heat underneath the metate. As you're grinding the cacao, it starts to melt. And I can't tell you how good this smells. No wonder they call chocolate an aphrodisiac. This is incredible. Once the cocoa beans are ground, Juanita mixes in some sugar and pats the paste into a lump. Then she divides it into portions and adds boiling water. And now we've got to drink it, yeah. That is delicious. It's so rich and chocolatey. Of course, chocolate's not just a comfort drink. Here's how you could do something seriously sexy with it. Before the Spanish arrived, the Mexicans would drink hot chocolate with spices to make them feel invincible before going into battle. I love spice in chocolate, and these chili chocolate truffles are silky smooth, gently spiced and deliciously naughty. I've got 500 grams of dark chocolate in this bowl and 200 grams of milk chocolate, which makes the truffles not too dark, gives them a lovely soft edge to them. And I'm breaking the chocolate up into small pieces to make them much easier to melt. Put the chocolate over a pan of water to gently melt and get grinding. A bit of allspice, some cloves, a pinch of cinnamon and a sprinkling of dried chilies. Don't be put off by the idea of putting spice and chilli in chocolate. It's not there to blow your head off, it's just there to give the chocolate a lovely, mellow warmth. Add your spice mixture to 425 mils of double cream and let them infuse slowly over a low heat. Now, you don't want to get the cream too hot because it will burn the chocolate and then it will split. So I'm just going to pour it in gently into my chocolate here. And I'm just using a spatula and I'm just going to stir it all the time so that we really mix in the cream and that chocolate. And it's shiny and silky and smooth and it smells wonderful. Bit more cream. And the amazing thing is that in the Aztec times, cacao was so valuable that they used to trade the seeds like money, and only the rich could afford to eat it. Thank God times have changed. So all my cream's in. The last touch is just to add a knob of butter in, which will give it that lovely, shiny finish. There we are, about 35 grams. In it goes. So now I've got the butter in, I just need to pour it out into a metal tray. All I've done is I've oiled this with a bit of sunflower oil and I've lined it with some cling film. And it's ready to pop into the freezer so the chocolate has a chance to set. Now, the chocolate has been in the freezer for a couple of hours and I took it out about 5 minutes ago just to allow it to soften a tiny bit. I'm going to sieve a little bit of cocoa into my bowl and we're not going to mess around with rolling little tiny neat balls of truffles. This way is so much easier. Got my tray, I'm just going to turn it upside down onto the board like that and out it comes, easy as that. Peel away my cling film. All I'm going to do is cut it up into rough cubes, which I'm going to dust in my cocoa powder, and they're going to look rustic and beautiful. And as I cut these truffles, I'm going to toss them right into the cocoa powder, which stops them melting. I'm just going to dust a little bit of extra cocoa powder so they don't stick together. And then just toss them. And they're ready to serve. The real magic of this recipe is at this stage you can throw them back in the freezer and they'll last for months. And every time you get that irresistible urge for a chocolate fix, you can dip in and have a bite of iced, frozen chili chocolate. And here's another thing Mexicans like to do with chocolate. I've come to one of Mexico City's hottest new restaurants, where owner Martha Ortiz Chapa mixes a mean chocolate cocktail. Hola, Marta.
Hola.
Buenos dias.
Buenos dias.
So we're going to make some cocktails, because I know your cocktails are the best in Mexico City.
We're going to make this beautiful cocktail with chocolate.
Chocolate, my
Yes.
favourite Mexican ingredient.
So I think this is very beautiful, interesting, and nice because it's a martini. You make it with vodka, gin, whatever. You use ice
Yes.
in a martini shaker. Then we're going to use this chocolate.
Oh, it's thick, thick
Thick,
chocolate.
and it smells beautiful, you will see.
Wonderful.
This is a kind of cacao drink, and the gin. You put it like here.
So we've got gin and liquor de cacao.
Yeah, jigger of cacao. And we start like this. And this is a very beautiful Mexican thing.
I love
we
it.
call it chochitos in Mexico. Chochitos.
Hundreds and thousands.
Yeah, grajeas. And you serve your beautiful chocolate martini.
And I bet that really charges you, because chocolate gives you so much energy anyway.
Of course. And we're gonna do the lover.
The
In
lover?
Yeah, in white chocolate. So you have both beautiful white chocolate, a little bit of thick milk.
We've got
Yes.
the gin, we've got the white chocolate, and the
Yes.
liquor already
and the
there.
liquor. And we'll start shaking. And we will serve it.
Gosh, those are absolutely beautiful. So we've got the dark chocolate martini and then his lover, the white chocolate
Yes,
one.
of course.
And what are cocktails anyway without friends? Salud! Salud! For selected recipes from this series, visit the Channel 5 website. Next time on Mexican Food Made Simple. At weekends, there's nothing Mexicans like more than to enjoy big feasts with their friends and family. Vámonos! Salud! Mission Mexican are giving away a spectacular holiday to Mexico for two, worth over £5,000. The prize includes some fantastic trips to explore the very best Mexico has to offer. All you have to do to enter is text Mexico to 65550, or you can visit channel5.com/Mexico competition for details of email entry. Text costs £1.50 plus a message at standard network rate. Lines close at midday on the date shown on screen and 3 days later for email entries. For rules and winners, go to channel5.com/win.
Well, we go from fiery Mexican food to fiery personalities, all mixed together in one house. Celebrity Big Brother is here tonight on Channel 5 at 10. Next, though, some secret tapes.